Singapore's Internal Security Department is investigating 37 locals and foreigners. Some are suspected to have radical inclinations. The majority are said to have made comments that incited violence or stoked communal unrest in response to the terror attacks in France. Well, the attacks included the beheading of a French teacher in a Paris suburb, as well as those against French or Western interests in other parts of the world. Among them are 14 Singaporeans. There are 10 males and 4 females. They're aged between 19 and 62 years old. Investigations into this group are ongoing, but they haven't been detained. The spread of extremist views online is of serious concern to the Home Affairs Ministry, and it comes as people around the world and in Singapore spend more time online. It was a point Singapore Law and Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam noted on the sidelines of a religious rehabilitation group event, where he announced that these investigations have taken place.
You couple that with the fact that more and more people are going online, and now maybe they have a little bit more time as well. I think it's not, it is a situation to be worried about, but it also presents opportunities. It presents opportunities for community leaders, religious leaders to also go online and preach, whichever religion it is, what the true nature of the religion is.
23 foreigners were also part of investigations. 16 have been repatriated, including a Malaysian and 15 Bangladeshis, most of whom work in the construction industry. Investigations into the remaining 7 are ongoing. One Bangladeshi construction worker was arrested under Internal Security Act. Ahmad Faisal is being investigated for terrorism-related activities. The 26-year-old used fictitious social media accounts to promote armed violence online. He also bought these blades and knives here in Singapore and claimed that he would use them back home to carry out attacks on Hindu police officers. As for foreigners using Singapore as a base for agitating violence abroad, Mr. Shanmugam says Singapore ought to be concerned, but he would not overstate it.
We ought not to be looking at every migrant worker as a potential terrorist. I think we should stay away from that approach. But we all ought to be careful. But I think we lose the war if we go around thinking that, therefore, every migrant worker ought to be looked at with suspicion. That's not the case. The number who cross the line are the minutest fraction.